So today, I usually keep it pretty simple on Tuesdays because Feral Monday it gets us going, and then we gotta reel it back in, but then we get it going again on Wednesday. But the look I want to do today is the eyeshadow look I was wearing in the Mary Phillips video that I posted. It's the post before last. Y'all requested that look. Y'all, that's easy. That is simple. I'm so excited to share it with you. Let's do it. So this is the palette that I used, and I'm going to be using it again today. I'm going to link it because sometimes I get a little ahead of myself and I get out of control. I've used this color. Well, I'm going to show you, but it is a really pretty palette. I'm like, I use this color, and this color. Bye. And another thing I'm going to film today, and I'm going to post it tonight, is I've been getting a lot of questions about powder foundation. We love powder foundation here, and we love it for all skin types. But I've been hearing that drier skin types are having issues with it, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm going to hop off, and I'm going to film that. I'm excited to film that. Skin prep is so important. Honestly, I haven't really found many foundations that I cannot make work just by switching up skin prep. It's so important. And it gets a little bit boring because I feel like makeup is the fun part because it's the impact. It's seeing that go on. But we need to focus on skin prep. 2023, we're just going to have to sit through the boring part to get to the good part. Now I want to take this as a reminder that this right here, the Elemis, I've had this quite some time, but it's still going strong because a little bit does go a long way. And remember, I already have all of my skincare on, and if you want to see my skincare, it's on my saved highlights, but I'll take this and I'll put it on my lid. This is before clean canvas, but I sometimes skip these parts. I've talked about this before. I'm absolutely not hiding anything from y'all. Most of y'all know that I do this, but I'm trying to take this new year, and we're just doing reminders. So I take this all over. It's kind of like pre-primer. And it goes under, of course. And this is going on top of eye cream. This works best on top of your eye cream. Now, do give this about 2 minutes to dry down. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of feeling of it. I think it needs about another 30 or 40 seconds. We're gonna use our clean canvas in Fair now, and that's gonna go right on top. And I find that my eyeshadow just looks so much smoother with the mask, with the Elemis, the one that I already linked it for y'all. But honestly, I have a hard time doing eyeshadow without it these days. And of course, we're using a C31. And then, what we love about the C31 is that those little hairs right there, they fit in here because I don't like a very carved brow currently. That could change tomorrow. Y'all know how much I love makeup trends. But for right now, I like to push it into here. And that way it kind of mimics the hair-like strokes instead of just kind of carving underneath. So the first thing I did is I grabbed an E28. Then I grabbed this shade, and I only did one swipe. And I know you're thinking, does that even matter? If you want it to be even on both eyes, it really does matter. It matters how much you pick up on the brush. And if you can just remember how many times you went into the product, it's going to change everything. So I just took it and I started to press it here. Well, look who's here. Oh, it's heavy breathing boy cat. Jean, you want to come say hi? Look how pretty that just pressed in. And I did take it over here. I'm going to go back in and grab one more tap. Same exact color. I'm gonna push it there. More of that same color. Flip it towards the ceiling now. Then I grabbed this shade right here. I did about 3 taps of that, and then that goes on the brow bone, and then that's just what I continue to transition everything with. Using the side of the brush. Telling y'all, this is the easiest look I think I've ever done. Just keep tapping and smoothing. The tapping will smooth it pretty quickly. I'm just resting this here. There it is. Oh, one more tap of that. I'm gonna make sure I didn't. There we go, I didn't. Now everything from our crease to our brow bone is set. Then I grabbed just a tap of this shade, just a tiny little tap, and I just darkened this outer part a little bit more. Now we're almost to the lid color. With whatever's left on the C31 from the base that we used, I just made sure that this area was tacky and there was no creasing. Applying a little extra, does not need to be perfect. That is good enough. You just want to make sure that when you apply your shimmer, it has something to really grip onto. And this tacky base here is one of the reasons you never see me wet my brushes, is because this does the same thing as wetting your brush, but you're also not going to get hard pan. You are going to throw your brush though out of excitement. You're not going to get hard pan on your shimmers, and hard pan is when this kind of creates basically a crust on top. I mean, it sounds grosser than what it is, but it also makes your shimmers not perform the way that they are meant to perform. So I love the tacky base instead of wetting brushes. The color that's on my lid is this one, and what I did is I actually didn't just coat my entire lid. I just applied a little bit because I was in a hurry, so I'm going to pick up some more 1, 2. There we go. And then I just lightly pushed it into my socket just so it meets with that crease color. Kind of push it in here and pull. Now we need some micellar water on our C30. I already cleaned it up a little bit. And you're using such a small amount, don't ever be worried about this taking off your skincare. A lot of times I see people use makeup wipes, but that is definitely gonna take off a lot. But there's such a small amount on here, and we're working on such a small area that skincare has had plenty of time to sink in. And as much as we are cleaning up, you do not need to reapply. And then I did a pretty big wing. Normally y'all aren't into the big old wing, but y'all seem to really like it. Ooh, that's a nice wing. Now let's just fill it in. I love wing liner. Wing liner is actually one of the reasons I got into makeup. Just thought it was so cool. And then back at it again with micellar water on our C30. Really clean up that wing, make it extremely sharp. So I found another reason I like this mascara is because I like to kind of push that little, see it has a little ball on the end of it? I'll kind of push that into my lash line because the liner's so black that no matter how much I do it this way, sometimes there's a separation, but now you can see that I'm able to fill in that gap. Really makes a difference. And I feel like it doesn't deposit too much on my lash line. It's just enough to cover up my natural lash color, which is a lot lighter compared to this very black liner. Ooh, yeah, see that? And then we can roll it through. And then I think my lashes are downstairs, so be right back. Let's pop on our lash. This is the ones I had on in the video. These are Full Moon. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be back. I always say that and then I do return, but then one day I might not come back just for the day. Lord, I'll always be here. But I do have a few things that I want to film, and when I get in the zone of filming, sometimes I lose track of what everything else I was trying to do, but I'm going to try to come back and I'll at least finish lipstick. Okay, love you, bye. When you apply powder foundation, do you find that it just kind of sits on the skin and emphasizes texture? Kind of like this situation. The answer is skin prep and a brush. I use these Elemis resurfacing facial pads every day, mainly through the center. Elemis Pro Collagen Morning Matrix. This under makeup, I mean, chef's kiss. And if you have dry skin or just some dry spots, 1 drop of this. And I use a tiny brush to pinpoint it. Concealer before powder. Check my story to see the primer under my eyes. Still set with loose powder under the eye. It's more finely milled, and I find that better for the under eye. Let's grab this L'Oreal powder, C41. Instead of swiping, we're gonna start to press this in. Look how nice that looks already. Build it up a little bit more here. Now look around the nose. By the way, here's beauty mode on, and now it's back off like always. Skin prep and tools make all the difference. I'm back. I'm excited for y'all to see this. This is going to be an ad, but you're going to see other products in there that I love. I'm excited for you to see it. Also, you're going to see a product that I couldn't get to work for me, but with the right skin prep. That's why skin prep is so important. And again, I know it's boring. It's just putting lotions and potions on, and there's no glitters or fun stuff, but it makes the glitters and the fun stuff even better later. So I'm going to aggravate y'all this year with skin prep. You're going to be sick of it, but you're going to be glowing, and your makeup's going to go on right every single time. So I actually just have on a powder foundation. I did a little bit of concealer, and then I set under it. You'll see the video tonight, but this is a powder foundation, and it looks so good. Look at it around my nose. Oh God, I'm out of control. I'm picking my nose for y'all now at this point. This is how close we are. But no, look at how nice it looks around here. That's powder foundation. It can be done, y'all. I just found a little lash bundle, and I don't know where they came from. Let's grab that first shade on an E27. And that's gonna go underneath here. Notice I'm pressing it. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I kind of move this back and forth, I might fluff some of that shadow into my eye. And we don't realize it, but even the smallest amount of that fluffing into our eye can cause our eye to water. And we all know what happens once our eyes start watering and what happens to makeup, especially powder foundation. Oh my goodness. So just try a smaller brush and pressing that under there. I actually think this might be the best that powder foundation has ever looked on me. This looks so good. Okay, let's finish it with our blush and our bronzer. Listen, we sold out this blush right here, but I feel that this one is a little bit more spicy, and not everybody likes this color pink. And to tell you the truth, I love that one. I think it's absolutely magical. I think I might film a video for this. I'm actually going to hop off and film it. Once I'm done here, I'm going to do bronzer and just skip blush. They are hard to get open. They're hard for me to get open because I'm very careful with my nails. They are real nails, so I try to be a little bit more careful. But this one I feel like you all would enjoy. It's very, very pigmented, and you can really build it up. It's going to go to quite a few skin tones. They do have other colors for other skin tones, but I feel like this one y'all would probably even enjoy more than this one. I feel like this one's a little bit more spicy, but this one's a really good every day, and this one is still available, and I love it. It's what I wore yesterday. I love it. In the sunlight picture, get it. This right here is a bronzer match made in heaven. Gucci bronzer, Rose and Ben Beauty C40. You saw that? 2 little taps. I'm using shade 02 today. I'm a little bit more tan. Apparently January where I live means summer. It's so warm. It's so warm today. I love it. I love warm weather. Do you see this? Oh, that is so melty good. And look at this skin. I'm having fun today. I love a good makeup day. And I really want you to notice how I'm holding the brush, and I want you to notice how I'm using it. See how I'm going up and down and up and down and up and down, especially with the powder. We don't want to start disturbing it. Just really quickly, let me give you a little bit of a lesson, because a few of you have this brush now and it just warms my heart. So I want you to see this shorter side. We want that to point towards the ear. And I talked about how I wanted this brush to kind of cup the cheekbone, right? Notice how it doesn't flop back and forth like this. I'm pressing it really in the middle. See that? And it just hugs and does all of the work for you. But this longer side needs to point towards the mouth, And the shorter side needs to go towards the ear. Let's press that in. And remember, sun would naturally hit the higher points of the face, so that's why bronzer can go up a little bit higher. And that's also why the brush is shaped the way it's shaped. But there's no flopping, no time for flopping. Now let's finish up the eye. I layered a ton of this inner corner highlight situation. I had a lot of that on. So I placed it there, feathered it over this way with our E27, and then I really brought it up high. Just having a little fun here. Yep, that's it. Let me add a little bit more over here. I don't know what's going on over there. Listen, y'all are about to be tired of me. Y'all are gonna be like, why are you putting that almost white nude on your lips? This is one of the reasons I do lip liner after. Because by the time I'm done with this, all I'm gonna have is a really nice highlighted center. Also, I like this alone. Don't you judge me. We're gonna go somewhere. We're on a makeup journey. This is Muted Pink from Huda Beauty. See how I just blended it? What we're doing is we're kind of blending as we go. And I find that when I do the lipstick first, I actually get a more even blend. And I get more precision. You know, this is a reminder that absolutely any lipstick can be saved with the right lip liner. I'm not done blending here, but I want you to remember, you might have a lipstick that you've purchased and you don't like the way that it looks. It's gonna be fantastic. All you have to do is just switch up lip liners. Lipstick is basically just a base. By now, the C30 that we use with the micellar water, it's completely dry. So I'm gonna take it and clean up the edges. There's nothing on it. And what you're seeing me do is I'm just pinching it to clean it. Any excuse to use this gloss again. It's so pretty. Wet and Wild, and it's so affordable. I feel like it's gonna be really pretty on top. Yep. I love makeup. It is fun. My face is a canvas. Now, just again, really quickly, this is the blush that I have on here, the one that I already mentioned, the one that I linked. So I'm gonna go film with this, but in case you're wondering what it looks like, that's it. I do have quite a bit of it on. It doesn't need to look like that. That's me being feral. And I'm gonna go save that to my highlights right after I'm done here because y'all love that look and I love that look and we love that look together. I love y'all so much. I'm so excited to post what I'm posting tonight. I will remind y'all it is gonna be an ad. Of course, everything I always say that is an ad, it straight up just says ad. It's usually the first word. I want y'all to know that we just trust each other here. And these are products that you see every day and it's not an ad. So the way to know, I find that when I enjoy watching someone and they do an ad, the way to know, like, do they really love that? It's were they using it before that ad? And are they using it after that ad? And anything that you see me promote, I use it nonstop. In fact, the brands are probably sick of me tagging them. I love you all so much. And I just want to tell y'all that having all of you here every single day, it's such a wonderful thing. And I appreciate all of you so much. Let me go film some more fun stuff, some more helpful stuff. And let me edit that other one and I'll see y'all tonight. I'm gonna set a reminder, make sure that you don't miss tonight's post. And don't miss yesterday's post. It's helpful. It's very helpful. It's helpful to see and visualize all of these correctors and what they're correcting. Honestly, it helped me. I filmed it and it helped me. I'm getting off track. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the comments tonight.